Oh my goodness, I'm with Lou today. Happy Wednesday,
Yay!
folks. Yes, I'm so happy Lou is tagging along being my co-pilot for today. We are on boot camp number dos, number 2, and I'm so happy to be here. And of course, if you are having some trouble figuring out how to set up your first campaign or register on Tiltify, you're going to figure that out today. So thank you so much for joining us. If you can all retweet our live stream, that would be awesome. So you could tell your family and your friends to come tune in, especially if they want to start their first fundraiser. So hello to everybody. Hello, Chad Fallout Podcast. Hello. So nice to see you. And we have Jasif. I hope I did not butcher that, but hello, welcome in. And of course, our own Mocha. Thank you so much for coming over to mod for us. And again, boot camp number 2, you're going to learn all things Tiltify today. We're going to run through start to finish of completing your campaign and setting up your fun incentives and utilizing our overlay feature. Okay. And of course, we're always working on something new. Okay. Just saying. So, might be some things you learned today and something might change in the next month, but it's okay because we always tweet out when something is being implemented or in our Discord. So, thank you again for joining us. And again, I'm Ashley. I am Tiltify's community manager, and I have my amazing boss, Lou. I'll have him introduce himself.
Oh, I don't like when you say boss. It makes me feel like
Boss.
Sharon.
But we are like buddies. Are
We
you my
are.
boss? I
Well,
don't
I
know.
mean, technically, yeah, but that's not how we work. We work we like, collaborate. The community team collaborates. We have a lot of fun
Yes,
because
we
we have the
do.
same passion. We're driven by the amazing people who want to do good. They want to make change for the causes they care about. Sometimes it's something in their community. Sometimes it's international. Any number of causes. Did you know? This is a fun little. Did you know that like we talk about like when you think Tiltify, I think a lot of people before we hop into the boot camp, we'll just kind of warm up. We'll warm up a little bit, right? We'll warm the crowd up, get them excited. But did you know we have over 3,000 charities and causes and organizations that use Tiltify? That is many. That is many peoples. There's many things to care about and to support. So a lot of people may know like St. Jude, they may know No Kid Hungry or the Trevor Project, or those larger maybe those larger charities or the charities that like the community at large like really kind of connects with. But there's a lot of causes that you can support across the world on Tiltify and growing. Like Mocha is in chat. If anybody would know, it'd be our friend Mocha knows that we see lots of causes signing up every single day. Dozens and dozens verified each week.
Yep.
And one of the cool things, like I think a lot of people don't know, is like we can't just flip a switch and get somebody on. we have to have the charity join and like agree to be a part of the platform. So with that, like if there's a cause, a charity, an organization that is, a verifiable, a legal entity that can collect donations through our platform, reach out to them. Like 90% of the time, they want to hear from you, the fundraiser, because you're going to tell them, "Hey, I'm going to raise you a lot of money." And you have to do nothing but sign up on Tiltify, and there you go.
Exactly.
That's what happens. So yeah, definitely let them know that they can, that they can join, and then if they have questions, they can reach out to our team. But super easy, like, and that's what we're here to show you. Ash is going to drive, because she is the master when it comes to creating campaigns and working this. Like, okay, short story.
Story.
When I first started last year, I asked the question to the team. I was like, all right, so do we have community members who are already creating content to show people how the heck do you use Tiltify? And Ash's name came up right away. Like, they're like, oh, check this one out. Like, check this out. And I watched it. I'm like, oh man, she's phenomenal. So the first thing I did, it's like she was one of the first community spotlights I did was Ash.
Yes.
And then I was like, she's pretty cool, and I think that I want her on the team to help us really share her passion and to share her knowledge of how to best use Tiltify to raise funds for causes that you care about. So there we go.
Oh,
Hey,
thank
Draskia.
you.
No, absolutely. No, we've
Yeah,
had a great year.
I still remember that community spotlight. I said, "Me? Tiltify was to talk to me?" I was
Yes.
so Lou messaged me. It was late. No, not late. Probably earlier in the day. I was at work at the hospital. I said, "Oh my God, Tiltify wants to talk to me." I said, "Oh, I wonder if I can work for them." Ooh, ooh. I was telling my mom, I was like, "What do you think? Maybe, maybe." But
Here you are.
I had a nice chat with Lou, and we talked all about why I fundraise and why I'm going to continue to fundraise. And yeah, I didn't think I would actually work for them, but here we are.
Here we are with our second
Here
boot
we
camp,
are.
helping
Second boot
others
camp.
learn how to use
Exactly.
Tiltify.
Yes.
I think we want to set people up for success. So it's an
Yes.
exciting time. And mostly we're about to enter fundraising season for a lot of things. We're about to get
Mhm.
super busy. So we wanted to get this
Oh
in
yeah.
for folks to kind of join and hang out and learn how to use Tiltify. So all right, enough. I think I chatted. I chatted enough.
You
Ashley,
know who we
this
are.
went exactly. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in. I'll let you. I'll just. I'll
Yeah,
be.
let's
I'll
do
be
it.
your. I'll be the backseat driver every now and then. And
Yeah.
I'll just shout out.
And Lou calls me the pro, but he's a pro too. Okay. He might not be a pro streamer, but he's a pro.
I'm not a
Okay.
pro streamer.
So
No. Yeah. Ashley asks like, "Hey, do you want to broadcast today?" I'm like, "No, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this."
welcome in, Shugi. How are you? Thank you everyone for being here. And again, tune in, have a good time. And if you have questions, please ask questions. This is your time. I'm here, Lou is here. You have two brains, okay, to ask any questions you have, okay? And we will get you. All right?
Right.
I
And we
promise.
also have staff in chat as well. So if,
Yes.
you are surrounded by support always. We want you to be
Mhm.
successful. So here we go. This is very
Here we
exciting.
go. Now, I know it's a little bright. When you go to tiltify.com, it's a little bright, okay? So that's why you're seeing this reflection on my face. You're probably wondering, why is it so bright? Our homepage is very bright, very welcoming and loving, okay? And of course, Tiltify is made for fundraisers, for you all to have tools to do some good, okay? And we want to make your experience easy. As content creators, we have busy lives, okay? So the cool thing about Tiltify is that it's so easy to make your campaign, register, do some good, okay? So here is our homepage. If you scroll down, you can see some campaigns that are fundraising right now, okay? And then we have initiatives here pre-selected that we put on our homepage if you are looking to find a cause under these: mental health, disaster relief, racial justice, support Asian and Asian American communities. Okay. And we just give you a little bit about our tools that we have. personal dashboards. And of course, you're going to see all of these things, some incentives, on screen alerts with our overlay system, schedules, least used incentive, but use them. Okay. Use them. They help. And we have cause incentives. On some causes, they have that enabled, and in team fundraising. So that's our homepage. But you're probably wondering, how do I sign up? Look at that beautiful buttons at the top right. We have sign in and sign up. But boop, boop, you want to hit sign up. Super easy, super easy. So for fundraiser donor content creators, you're going to click that and you're going to use an email, create your password. Of course, you need a lowercase letter, capital uppercase, number, special character. Make a good password, okay? Or you can continue with Twitter, Facebook, Twitch. But email, password. When you click next, it's going to ask you for your first and last name. Of course, that is just embedded on your profile. Nobody will see that. Okay. Once you create your account, you are going to want to please confirm your email so you can move forward. That is super, super, super important because that's the way how you're going to use our platform if you confirm
Right.
your email, because you're going to
Right.
be very limited after you create your account.
Yeah,
Okay.
you won't be able to really move forward in the process
Yeah.
unless you verify that. So if you use email password, kind of like the standard thing, it's going to go to whatever email you input in that field. If you use Twitter, Facebook, or Twitch, it's that verification email is going to go to the email associated with those accounts. So a lot of times we'll see support questions saying like, I never got that verification email. Chances are like 99.9% of the time is you did. It's just you're not looking in the right email. So just keep that in mind. That
Yes.
you just want to look for that there, and then confirm the email, and then move along, citizen. You're ready to start fundraising.
Because it will definitely give you a message at the top of your dashboard. Hey, confirm your email or
Mhm.
else. So make sure you do that, okay? And then you'll be all set. You're going to be registered and then you'll be ready to sign in. I'm going to use my personal Tiltify for here so you can see my previous campaigns and all that fun stuff, all the incentives that I use and such. All right, we're going to sign in right here. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to dashboard here. You're going to see all my previous campaigns. All right. So previous one I had Game Pink for Breast Cancer Foundation St. Jude. Okay. We are going to visit those after we go through our dashboard and everything. Okay. So here we have campaigns, we have overlays, teams, my account, public profile. Public profile is what everyone can see. Your account is your personal information with your address and so forth. Okay. Teams are teams that you have joined, or if you have an invite to want to join. So I'm in a bunch right now. And this is how, when you click a team, you can see all the campaigns that team has done and ones you have joined. Okay. So that's for the team section. And for campaigns, that's how you see all your campaigns you have done, which is so fulfilling. I can keep scrolling. Oh my goodness. I've done a lot, Chad. I've done a lot.
You're
Okay.
you're prolific. Yeah. And
Yes.
just to
Yes.
note, like you can also create a team of your own. And the cool thing
Mhm.
about the team is that it doesn't have to be specific to a particular like cause or organization. You create a team, it's just that group of people that you like to fundraise with. So you can have 20 different campaigns going on as a team.
Mhm.
It doesn't really, I mean, it's just your group of friends hanging out, raising funds
Mhm.
together.
Yes. And again, that's under the teams. And you can create a brand new team right here under that button. Okay. And it's pretty simple to create a team. Okay. You're just going to want the team name, and then the team name will go in that URL, and then you'll hit create team. And then we're still working on our teams and how it functions, but you can invite users through email, and they'll get that invite through their email to join your team. So, and oh, did you want to say something
Yeah,
there?
yeah. I actually there's now a shareable link, a lot like you would share like an
Yep,
invite in Discord, so you can share that with folks. You can also
that
uh,
too.
you can turn it on and off. So if you got everybody in, great. If somebody got in who wasn't supposed to, you can let them go
Mm-hmm.
with kind words, I'm sure. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, no,
Yep.
it's team management. As Ash said, like we have heard lots of feedback on how people would like to see teams function, and so keep an eye
Hmm.
out for that. But if you are looking to gather people to help you out with fundraising, Teams is a good function.
Yes, really, really fun. It's nice to see when you're collabing with other creators and you see all of them joining on that same campaign that you created for the team. It's just really fulfilling. So, of course, if you don't have a stream team, that doesn't matter. If you just want to create a collective of content creators of fundraisers, cool, create a team and have them join in. Really, really fun. And then, of course, campaigns, you see all your campaigns, overlays. So your customized templates that you use across any Tiltify campaign. I don't have any. So that's where you do click to see the overlays that you have that you can reuse for each campaign that you have. Okay. And then the messaging center, that is when you receive messages from charities or anything like that, or from donors. It'll show there.
Right. And
So
eventually
eventually,
you'll see messages from us from Tiltify. We'll be checking in with you with some of there. So
yep.
everything will be in one place now. You definitely you'll opt in for an email for like get like an email digest, but the message will still exist here. So you'll be able to check in to see, maybe you'll see messages like the charity is going to thank you for hitting a certain amount. The charity is going to thank you for creating an account. Or maybe they'll check in to say, hey, we noticed you haven't published the account. We published your campaign yet. We'll let you know. This is a big one, and I know Mocha will appreciate this. Hey, guess what? Your campaign's about to expire because you haven't been active. Do you want to keep going? And if so, we'll just say, make a donation or ask your community or your donors to make a donation to keep it active. So this is where, like Ash alluded to the fact that we're constantly updating Tiltify, and this is one of those things that we're updating. We want to make it easier for you to know what's going on with your Tiltify campaigns.
Yes, and I can't wait for that to come out. That's going to be really nice, especially connecting with the charities and then charities thanking you for creating a campaign. That's going to be awesome. You're going to feel really motivated after getting that message. So I'm excited for that. And again, my account is all your personal info. Okay. I can click into it and my information will be blurred out, which is really nice for tutorials like this. Okay. But I won't. But that is where all your personal info goes in there. Okay. So, Lou, we're going to create a campaign. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
You ready?
Who are we supporting today? Like,
Who are we going to support today?
well, there's a couple of things going on like right now with this week. So one of which is like recent. Like if you want to talk, so people have, I already mentioned like we talked about big campaigns. So like big campaigns happening right now. Mr. Beast and Mark Rober are trying to save the oceans with Team Seas. So you could create a Team Seas account. This weekend is Children's Miracle Network Hospital's fundraising program, Extra Lives Game Day, so we can support a local children's hospital. But really, we can find any cause that we care about. We could, if we care about, LGBT, QIA plus, issues and causes, we could do that. If we cared about, racial inequality and causes that are supporting, issues surrounding that, we could do that. So just there's no limit to things you can support.
No limit.
What do you pick us? Join Red. Hey, join Red. They said pick us. So Red. Let's do Red.
Yeah. So we're going to click create an individual campaign. I'm sorry, I clicked that too fast. So you'll go to your campaigns here. Add button, click it, click it, click it, click it. All right. All causes A through Z. So if you want to keep scrolling, go to the next page and the next page, and you can see the brief description of each right there. Cool. But of course, if you just want to click, I'm sorry. Oh, go back. Okay, we're good. You can just click and then it'll select that cause for you, and then you'll continue setting up your campaign. And we'll go to number 2 there. That shows right there. So we're gonna do Red. Look at Red right here at the top. Let's
like
go.
killing
All
it
right.
with that search query with those brackets.
Yes, with the brackets. That is so smart. There you go. Yes. Red harnesses the power of people and companies to fight AIDS and COVID.
That's right.
Okay. Look at that. Brief, straight to the point. Oh, I want to support that. We're going to click Red. Okay. Now, go it alone or make a team campaign. Again, you can make your team campaign through here as well. Okay. And once you select that, you can create a new team through here too. Okay. I have my own team, so I can just click that already. And of course, if you have a team that is supporting that cause, it'll show there as well. But we're going to do individual today. We're going to do individual. We're going to go it alone, as it says. So once you click individual, it's going to say select a campaign type. Okay. We can just do a default campaign just for the fun of it. Or you can click live stream, which I will be doing a live stream. And of course, different causes, they have different campaign types. It could be a memorial, it could be a walk, anything like that. There's so many different ones that causes can add. But let's go with live stream today. Okay.
Right. And
So,
I was the cool
yeah.
thing is that I think most people watching now are going to be like, "Hey, I'm a creator, aspiring creator, a
Mhm.
hobbyist creator, or live streamer or broadcaster." Remember, Tiltify can be used to fundraise regardless of whether or not you put a camera on and you stream to a service like Twitch. So if you have a donation link or a QR code that's generated, we'll see that in a second. You don't have to be a live streamer to use Tiltify, and causes often encourage you to fundraise however you best feel is appropriate to you as a fundraiser.
And of course, that's how we started out. We're an online fundraising platform, but there you can do good regardless of what your career is, you know? So we just want to make that clear. You can just be a celebrity that wants to fundraise. Okay, use Tiltify because it's safe. Every single donation goes to the cause. Doesn't go through that celebrity at all.
Right.
So yeah, it's just lovely seeing people that aren't streaming fundraising with us. We had Redhead Ryan biking across the country using Tiltify. He was streaming, but not live streaming, not your typical live streaming, just chatting or playing games. He was biking across the country. So you could do
Right.
anything to drive engagement with your community and just have fun.
That's right. Yeah. Or a lot of times we'll see people post images or they'll do an update video. Really, you can be as creative as you want to with this. It's just not gaming. I know we're on Twitch. I know Miss Ash plays games. She's a
Yes.
content creator who plays lots of games, lots of competitive shooters. You don't have to do that. You don't have to
Yeah,
do that. Like I can't do that, but you can do what you're most comfortable with, and that's the exciting part about how you can support causes you care about. All right, back
exactly.
into it. Back into it. We're just chatting your
We're
ears
just
off.
chatting. I'm sure they love it, Lou. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So, of course, now we're going to our basic information to build our campaign and complete it. Campaign name. I typed in Rock Squad X Red. That's what I usually do for all of mine. It's very basic, very simple. Cut to the chase. Okay. So, when you type in a campaign name, it's going to be a part of your campaign URL. It's a part of your slug, okay, for your URL. And then the campaign description, you do have to have these things, all three of these things, with that red little asterisk right there, okay? So we'll just say Rock Squad. Oh, Rock Squad. All right. Rock Squad supporting Red this year. Woohoo! Or it can get really descriptive with your description. But I'm basic, you know? I'm basic. All right.
Right. So two things to note here is like one thing is this is kind of like really important. So if you want your slug to look a certain way, this is when you do that because after you create it, it's a unique pathway on the internet to the place where people are going to see what you're doing and donate. So if your slug doesn't look the way you want it to do, make adjustments now.
Yep.
In the description, this is a place for you to really share your why. Like, why am I doing this for this cause? You may have a direct connection. You may have a member in your community has a connection to the cause. This is
Mhm.
where it'd be a great place to share, the specifics behind why you're fundraising in the first place. It's good for you and it's good for your community and your donors to see, why you care about this. It helps motivate them to also care about it and eventually, ideally, donate.
Exactly. I love that. And of course, with personal causes like this, you can say, hey, my family suffered from this. This is why I'm fundraising. Like Lou said, get personal. Tell them why you are doing this. So that's really important. And this description does show on your campaign. So when they're scrolling down your campaign, they're going to see that description and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to donate right now. Let's support Ash's family. I like getting personal and supporting causes that have some kind of relationship to me or someone that I love or care about. All right. So definitely utilize the description. All right. And we are all done. We have everything filled out. we're going to click continue now. So, campaign goal has to be at least $100. Okay. But this is really important. Set your goal however you want based on your community or however, it's really up to you. I'm all about starting low and then upping that goal because stretch goals are fun. They're very, very fun. Stretch goals are goals that are after your completed initial goal. So my stretch goal would be 150, 200, 250, 300, 500, 1,000. And sometimes you do have to pre-prepare for that because your community can blow you away. Okay. From experience. All right. So, of course, minimum 100. We're going to keep it at 100. Okay. And
Uh,
then here.
Yeah, and if you're
Okay.
just
Oh,
starting out and you come in, you're like, whoa, $100. $100 is a pretty attainable goal.
yes.
It's a goal that has significant impact. But nothing happens if you don't hit that goal, right? Like that means if you raise $25 out of 100, don't worry about it. That's $25 that the charity or the cause didn't have before. It was
Yeah.
energy and chatter and advocacy that they didn't have before. So you're still doing your job even if you don't hit that goal. But I think you may have mentioned it. Like you can up that goal. Like you can change. You can adjust it if you hit that goal, and we'll talk about that
Yes.
here in a second.
Yes, we will. And for me, I already have my Twitch channel added already. So I'm just going to click that. But of course, if you don't, you're going to add your Twitch channel, okay, or your YouTube Live or Facebook. So we work for everybody, all platforms, because there's creators on different platforms, and that's okay. We're going to support them too and help them do some good with their platform. Okay. So I'm going to click my Twitch live stream. Okay. Now, Lou did mention having YouTube update videos about your campaigns and such earlier. So, this says, do you have a YouTube video for this campaign? So, let's say you have an announcement video. Hey, I'm doing my first Tiltify campaign for Red, and you want to have that video on your campaign page. You can post the URL here and you'll hit continue. So when they go to when they go to your campaign page, it'll autoplay that video and they can check that out. Okay, instead of your live stream. So you can have either or, but I don't have one, so I'm going to skip. All right.
While you're skipping, I'm going to say hello to that Jackbox chick. Hello, Jax. That's an old friend, so it's good to see a friend
Old
in
friend.
chat. Old friend.
Hello, old friend.
Old
Now
friend.
you're my new friend. I'm Ashley.
No, that's great. Wonderful. Yeah, if you didn't see, if you don't know, like Jack's Box Chick is an old school extra lifer, like was there when it first started,
Wow.
but recently was supporting No Kid Hungry in their No
Oh.
Tricks All Treats campaign. So thank you so much for supporting the causes on Tiltify. We appreciate that, and it's good to see you.
Yes, thank you. And again, hi, new friend. Thank you for being here. And we are still completing our third step. We're still under that third step. We're almost done, chat. We're almost done. So now you can add an image for your campaign. Okay. And I'm going to use a tilty because I have
Oh, okay.
them. Okay. We're going to use a tilty. Okay. We're going to, nope, we're not going to. Never mind. All right. We need a bigger image. We need a
That
bigger image.
we need a
Okay.
smaller Tilty. Small.
Yes, I'm just going to use my emotes because I use
Okay.
my emotes for everything.
That's fine. If you don't know, we're talking about Tilty, and Tilty is our cute little robotic mascot that
Yes.
you'll see pop up on
And we do
socials,
have emotes. We do
and
have
do have
emotes too.
emotes. Right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was going to use this one, but
Oh, there we go.
okay.
Tilty's so cute.
So cute. One of my favorites. So we're just going to add this baby in here. Of course, recommended size is 1280 by 720. All right. I always use an emote because it's cute and it looks funny because it's zoomed in and yeah.
Uh,
But of course, add whatever image you want. Okay.
yeah, it needs to be
Represent
a
that campaign.
JPEG. Yeah, it needs to be a JPEG or a PNG. So if you have a GIF, it's not going to work. Any other .img, not going to work. But JPEG and PNG will work.
Or at least not yet. You
Not
never
yet.
know.
Maybe someday. Yes.
Maybe someday. Now, a GIF would be amazing. I like that. We'll see. We'll see. Throw it to the devs, chat. So we're going to hit next. We have our image set. Okay, if you don't add an image, it's most likely going to populate the image of the cause as your campaign picture. Okay, so that's fine. If you don't want to add an image, totally okay. So now we're in our media here. Select the default media that will appear on your campaign. Okay, you can do an image or live stream. I'm going to hit live stream. Okay, if you hit image, you'll select that image. Live stream. Now, really important window here. All right, take a minute to review your campaign before clicking on create campaign. All right, after creating your campaign, you will still need to publish, which you will see in a couple minutes here. So, very important. All right, we're cool. We have our live stream as our default media, our campaign name, our campaign URL looks good, and our goal. Now, before you publish, you can edit some of these things. Okay. But once you hit publish, you can't edit it. Even your campaign goal. You can't lower your goal.
Right.
You can up your goal. Can't lower it though. All right. So, Lou, are we ready? We're gonna hit the
I,
blue button.
we're ready. Yes,
We're gonna
everything
hit it.
checked all the boxes. Let's do it. Let's get
There we
ready.
go. Create campaign. Woo! We created our first campaign. There we go. So, cool thing about Tiltify, they're gonna give you some steps that you should take to complete your campaign. Adding some incentives, add a schedule. All right. Add your live stream, add some milestones, and then publish your campaign. That's the last step. Last step. Publish your campaign. When it's in this state right now, it is unpublished, meaning no donations come through. Okay. So once you
Right.
publish, you will be able to receive donations and everything will be locked and set in stone. And we're going to go over those details in the detail
Right.
panel. Okay.
Yeah. Also, not only will donations not be able to be accessed if you share the link to this campaign, you're going to get it's not going to appear. It's not ready for
Yep.
the public to see. So this is your
Yep.
chance to make sure it looks exactly the way you want it to. Yeah, you're going to get, it's not you, it's us image, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work.
When
Okay.
actually it's probably you because you didn't publish the campaign. But we're trying to be nice.
Yes, yes. And as of right now, we're going to preview it. That's how it looks right now. Okay. Since I added my Twitch stream, it shows my schedule and my Twitch stream basically. When I'm live, it will show that live feed here. Okay. We have nothing here. We don't have any milestones, no incentives, no polls, nothing. But we do have our description that we made, which is really basic. So this is how it looks. All right. It'll show your description here and then it'll show about the cause, which is really, really nice.
Mhm.
I like that it shows that. All right. And it shows your fundraiser, who you are, and then a cause you're supporting here. So let's get started. We're going to click out of these tabs here. We are going to go under the detail tab here. Okay. So it shows your campaign name and your goal, your description, and a thank you message for your donors. Okay. After they send a donation to your campaign, they will get that message in an email. Super, super nice feature that I'm so happy we added this year. So utilize that. You can say, hey, thank you again so much for choosing to donate to my campaign and supporting Red. All right. And if you want to add more to that message, you surely can. All right. Because there might be times where you're getting a lot of donations. Of course, you're going to thank everybody, but you want to really, really thank them. Add that message for your donors. All right. So you can feel that love. All right. So that's under your detail. Once you publish your campaign, you cannot edit the campaign name and you can only increase your goal again. All right. And then we're going to head over to incentives tab. Okay.
Yeah, and
And
just to note, like while you can change the
mhm,
campaign name, it's not going to change the URL slug. So your
correct.
URL for
Yep.
the campaign is going to stay the same even if you change the name of the campaign.
Yes.
Just
Thank
note
you,
that.
Lou.
Yeah,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
which is
So
fine,
incentives. Yeah. Right.
but just
Mm-hmm.
know that's what's going to happen.
Just know that's what's going to happen. So hitting that publish button is a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal. That means you're ready to go. All right. Incentives tabs. We're going to go through all our lovely incentives that you can add to your campaign, which is rewards, targets, polls, milestones, and schedule. Okay. And then we're going to go over our overlay feature. We're going to create an overlay later on and show you all the different widgets we have available for you to use. Okay. Messages tab, messages sent from your community and donors. Okay. And then We're going to go back to the overview of the dashboard because it's going to look really different once we start adding all our incentives and everything. And you're going to be able to set up how it looks that works best for you. So, okay. I had your live stream. We're added. We're good, Tiltify. Thank you. We're going to add a schedule here in a bit when we're under the incentives tab and everything else. And then we're going to hit publish on this bad boy. All right. So let's start off with incentives. I will go over a few that you can add, some examples, because I've done a lot these last couple years and I've seen a lot. Me and Lou have seen so many amazing incentives these last couple months. You all go above and beyond, and it's so fun to see what you come up with. Things that I would have never thought of. Okay. We had a creator that was on a treadmill playing Death Stranding, holding a fake baby like they were actually in the game. And that was really great. I love it. Oh my gosh. I get blown away by all the fun things you come up with, and it motivates me to get creative, and I'm sure it'll motivate you all. Okay. So we are going to start with rewards. All right. Rewards are for your donors. It's unique incentives for a certain amount donated. Okay. So usually you see creators do Bean Boozled. Okay. Or a balloon with your name on it.
Oh yeah, balloon,
Or eating.
or like sometimes what I really like. I was gonna grab my beans, and I should probably just throw them away because why? Oh geez, why beans? Why do we do this? Can you see
That's
it?
a lot of spoiled milk in there,
That is
Lou.
a lot. Like it's
Oh
almost all like.
my.
All right, and googly eyes. I have googly eyes
Googly.
too. Googly
Yes.
eyes. Yeah, you
Mhm.
see, like I didn't go through all of them for the Saint for Saint Jude, but
Yes.
same idea. Like you'll see it across all the different causes, do different things. So those are just a
Yeah.
couple of options that
And
folks you'll
lemon
see folks do.
heads. Yeah, lemon heads, eating pickles.
You're
Just
not a pickle person?
I like pickles, just not too many.
Okay.
Not too many.
All right.
Mm-mm. Or eating jalapenos. Honestly, you'll see a lot. There's some things you may come up with, but keep you in mind. Keep you and your body in mind, okay? Stay safe out there, please. Right? It's always fun to see you do some gnarly things, but stay safe, okay?
Yeah,
Do things
consider.
that's for your health. Please consider your health.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
consider some of the things that people might like. They might exchange your channel points for like a stretch or a drink of water, or
Yes.
like maybe you say a funny catchphrase with certain donation amounts. Whatever that could be, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to punish yourself. Though maybe your community wants to see you punish yourself. Do some self care ones as well. That's always a good suggestion.
Yes. I've seen a lot about doing just mini exercises, just stretching, again, like Lou said, jumping jacks, some push ups. Of course, if you do a lot of them, might hurt, but still, it's just working out, getting your body in shape, having fun. And Just Dance is a really nice one. You can add a reward for a Just Dance song
Oh
for
yeah.
$5 or something. And then we're going to go over how you can figure out what song they want because we have a feature in here
Oh
where the
okay.
donor can type in what song they want. So let's get started. We're going to create our first reward here. Okay. So we're going to hit create reward. We're all about blue buttons on Tiltify if you couldn't tell. Okay.
Brand colors. Stay on brand. Come on, creators.
Yes. Yes.
Stay consistent with your brand.
So we're going to do Just Dance song requests. Okay. Oh, I'm hitting buttons I shouldn't be hitting. Okay, there we go. Just Dance song requests. We're gonna make it $5. Why not? And in description, okay. I like to copy and paste. Okay, you can choose, or you can request a Just Dance song. Okay, make sure to type the song in the field while donating. Just to give a heads up to the donor. Okay. So, say you only want to do 10 requested songs that night of streaming. You can put 10, okay? After 10, they won't be able to redeem this reward anymore, okay? But if you want to keep it unlimited, just leave it blank, okay? So, when I put 10, It says 10 out of 10 available here. The cool thing about our dashboard now is that you can preview each incentive, which is really, really nice. Okay, so here we don't have an image yet because we didn't add one, but it says $5, the title of the reward, and 10 out of 10 available. Okay, but we're going to keep that unlimited. Okay, leave it blank. And say you only want to do that for this weekend. Okay, it's going to. Who's vacuuming? All right. So we're gonna have our start date of, let's say we're gonna start a stream, our Just Dance stream, Friday the 5th at 1:30. And we're gonna be done dancing after 2 hours. Okay. We're still gonna keep that for Friday and we're gonna make it to 2:30 p.m. Oh, wait, I said 2 hours, huh? 3:30. Math, chat, math. All right. So this is going to unlock in 2 days. So it's going to unlock Friday and it's going to shut down at 3:30. So it's only going to be available for 2 hours while we're doing that Just Dance stream. Okay. And let's add an image. You don't have to add an image, but it's always nice to add an image. Okay. We're just going to add Tiltify logo because I can. All right. So Tiltify logo here. We have the description, the title of our reward. So let's say you are going to have a reward that requires shipping. If you're shipping out stickers or anything, pins, buttons, anything like that, you're going to add the shipping option and hit shipping required. Okay. So it's going to preview like this to your donor. They're going to add their address there. Or you could do question. We're going to utilize the question feature right now because we're asking for a song request. Okay. So ask a question. Which song would you like me to dance to? All right. And then that question will show up and then they'll type in a field that shows when they're donating. Okay. And then you're going to hit save changes. But I do want to add because you're probably wondering, how am I going to see the donor's address? We will visit that later in the tutorial here, but I will definitely go over that. All right. But right now we're just going to have question. Let's hit save changes. Okay. Mm, Boop, 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 boop. I hit the wrong date here. Friday. There we go. Hit save changes. Now, chat. I said this last time, but I mean it. Very important. You got to hit active. All right. You see this blank button here? Click that, put that check mark there. The reward is now activated. If it is not activated, when you publish your campaign, the reward will not be there.
All right. Well, question for you, Ashley. Why
Yeah.
would I not want my rewards to be active?
If you don't want them to be active, then that means you don't want them to be there for that night. Say you don't want to
Right.
do Just Dance, unactivate it. Just click it. Boom, it's gone. Okay. If you're done doing Beam Boozled, turn it off. I've done that before. Turn it off, okay? Or if you wanted to edit something and you're like, okay, wait, I didn't do that reward right, just unactivate it, okay? And you'll work on it later. So I really like this feature. Activated or unactivated, okay? It will not
Yeah.
show on your campaign.
Yeah, another good use would be if you had rewards planned that you don't necessarily want to have at the start of the campaign, you can
Yeah.
have them already. And then
Mm-hmm.
same thing, like don't activate them until you're ready to have them and activate
Mm-hmm.
them. Or like you said, deactivate them if people are going a little bit crazy with with
Because it
spamming the
happens.
spamming the
But
button.
again, that quantity, just kind of check in with yourself before that stream happens. Am I really gonna do like a million bean boozles, or do I really want to lock it down to 20 beans and that's it? Make that quantity 20. After 20, they can't redeem it anymore. Okay. Set those boundaries for yourself. And of course, still have fun. Still have fun. All right. But we're going to activate this one because we want that to show. We're going to do our Just Dance stream on Friday. And of course, when you have those dates there for that reward, they won't even be able to redeem it until that date is up. Okay. And again, we had it for Friday at 1:30. So Friday at 1:30, we can redeem it. And after 3:30, no, you can't. We're done dancing after 2 hours. All right. So that is the rewards. And again, you can utilize this for just simple, unique incentives that you have. So a balloon with your name on it, you can utilize the question feature Like, what name do you want me to write on a balloon? Oh, you can write my mom's name or my name or grandma's name. Cool. I have that name. I see it right here on my dashboard and we're going to write it down. Cool. Our incentive is done. Reward is done. Okay. And Bean Boozled, lemon heads, fun little snacks you give yourself during your campaign. You can add
Yeah.
those as rewards as well.
Yeah, you can write
So,
people's name on the wall, you can write them on the
yep,
notes, you can
on
do
your
like
face,
you can do special
on your
shout
balloon.
outs. We've seen people draw caricatures for,
Yep,
for reward, like really anything that you can quantify, you can put a certain number of things to a reward is a good candidate for that as an option.
exactly. So we are all done with rewards. Did we have any questions in chat about
Yeah,
rewards feature?
yeah, good point. Like throughout, like if you think of something, drop it in chat and then we'll come back to it and we'll answer it.
Yes, yes, please. Any question. No question is a dumb question. Just want to make that clear. Okay.
Like even if it was like, what was that noise, a couple minutes ago, Lou? That's a fair question. That was my wife using the shredder in my office, not knowing I
Oh,
was
I thought it was a
live.
vacuum. Close enough. Close
There you go.
enough. Hey,
There you go.
shredders are
Working from
very, very
home,
good
right?
investment. Very good investment. So get yourself a shredder. Okay. Now we're going to dive into targets, which were previously challenges. Okay. Targets, love targets. I love the name of that. So targets are time based fundraising goals. So they're time based milestones, really. That's how I view it. Leo, I don't know if you view it a different way, but I view it personally as a creator. They're time based milestones.
Right. Yeah. So
So
you summed it up. Like you're saying, like between this amount of time, we're trying to raise X amount of dollars. So
for something to
you put that
happen.
right. It's a call to action. It's something that you say to your community. You're like, hey, in the next hour, if we raise $500, then X thing is going to happen. I'm going to um, do this funny dance, or I'm going to get pied in the face. But you have to hit that target. Yeah, Mocha, again, it's totally a time-based milestone. While milestones go over is like the larger goal, these are very micro
Mhm.
level. We're doing this
Yep.
within this amount of time, and when the time is up, if we don't hit it, I don't have to do it. We still donated, great. But yeah, it gives a sense of urgency to donate. So thinking of that,
Yeah.
like of having maybe several targets lined up, and Ash will go ahead and set one up, but maybe having several of them timed up throughout. You're like, okay, at the end of every hour, the community has 20 minutes to hit $100, and then I will do the thing. Maybe it's opening a Pokemon card pack. Maybe that's your thing. I don't know, but it could be pretty much anything you want to do. Oh, welcome,
Yeah.
Struggle Bus. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are just now tuning in and you're lurking, thank you so much for lurking. We hope you're having fun tuning into all things Tiltify, learning how to set up your campaign and incentives. So thank you so much for being here. And we're going to start with our first target. We're going to name this target. I'll change it to a hot dog costume. Okay. Now, me personally, and how I've seen other fundraisers utilize targets, they utilize targets for every stream. But of course, if you don't have the means to do that or the bandwidth, that's fine. Just however you want to time that target, that's up to you. Okay. So, we're going to use a target for each stream. That's how I utilized it, and it was really, really fun. It definitely brought that urgency to hit that target goal. Okay, so I'll change it to a hot dog costume tonight if you raise $100 towards this target tonight. Okay, tonight. Make sure you're making sure the donor donates towards that target too, so that donation goes towards that goal of the target. Okay, now we're going to stream tonight. All right. It's the third. All right. I stream 9 to 1 a.m. Okay. You have to hit it by 11 p.m. Okay. You have 2 hours to raise. Okay. Let's hit save changes. So we're going to activate the target. But of course, if you're just going to line them up and you want them activated on certain days, cool. Like Lou said, activate them when you want them. All right. So let's just go back here. So end date again tonight at 11 because we're going to stream tonight at 9 o'clock. Raise $100. by 11, I'm putting on a hot dog costume. All right. And of course, you can make multiple ones of these. I had one previously. I will change my wig if you donate by 11 again. And then I run an in chat poll for my community, and then I choose a wig. Or guess what? You can use polls on Tiltify, which is my favorite incentive to use because it's fun. I like seeing, those polls go head to head with one another. And we do have a head to head overlay feature for our polls too. So we will definitely dive into that later. Um, Lou, what are some of some of the targets you've seen that are pretty enjoyable if you can think on the top of your head?
Yeah, it's the ones where people are like, I hop into the kiddie swimming pool filled with like shaving
Oh,
cream, right? Like, or
oh,
those sorts of things, like where the creator's anticipating that it's going to happen, or the fundraiser's anticipating it's going to happen. So they already have it ready. And so they can show it off. I'm like, hey, look, this I'm gonna have to go dunk in that. Get me, but you have to do it, you have to do it within X amount of time. And that's,
yeah.
it having like it as an example there, and then I think works really well. Or like you said, like, pie in the face, those sorts of things are fun, but targets are fun if they're really like really big goals.
Yeah.
That those sorts of things I like to see. I like to see people
Yeah.
use targets more often. I think it's a little bit underused. Um,
Yeah.
so I like to see people get creative with that. But yeah, costume changes, those sorts of things are good examples of how to use a target.
Yeah. Actually, this year I started utilizing targets. So I came up with that idea, doing it every stream, just something fun. This year I also did drink a nasty soda.
Oh,
And I'll drink the whole soda on stream.
what was it? What was the soda again? I remember this.
Ranch soda. I don't
Oh, that knocked my
recommend.
headphones off.
I don't recommend ranch soda, Chad. Okay, I'm just
Oh,
letting you know. I don't recommend it at all.
oh no. No, 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 no. No, ranch
Blech,
does not need to
exactly.
be, yeah. Ranch does not need to be fizzy. Like,
Nope, not, not at all. I promise. It doesn't
oh
have to be.
no.
And then I did hot wing soda. It wasn't hot, but it was interesting.
Okay.
So again, just
Like,
whatever's in your house,
do you like take
make
a
it a
slug of
target.
one then the other? Like, was
Yeah,
that the
I take
idea?
my time. I was just like, oh, this tastes good. Nope. So yes, I just want to make it clear, like you don't have to buy stuff for your campaigns. Please look around your house. Okay, you might have some leftover balloons from a birthday party last year. You might have some even just normal jelly beans. Honestly, they don't have to be bean boozled. Hey, I'll eat a jelly bean. That's I think that's a positive incentive.
Right?
So if your chat wants you to eat jelly beans, cool. And if you have mustard, you can do a spoonful of mustard.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't
Speaking from experience, but don't do that if you don't want to. Okay. You don't have to do things you don't like, I promise. I'm getting teary-eyed because I've done so many things that are just ridiculous. Okay. Um, just make sure you are not doing anything that involves self-harm. Okay. That is
right.
against TOS on
Thank you.
Twitch. And I'm sure across all different platforms it is
Yeah.
because that's a no. That's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
no. All right.
Yeah, may see certain folks do certain things that are potentially dangerous. That don't do that. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Keep yourself
Like a
safe.
spoonful of devil's hot sauce. I wonder who's done that. Totally
Don't
not
do
speaking
that.
from experience. Don't do
Yeah.
that, okay? Because
Yeah.
you'll have a
Keep
bad tummy ache.
yeah,
So
keep all the potential things, that all the things that your mom would probably say, don't shoot the paintball gun at your brother. Also, don't shoot it at your fellow fundraiser. Don't do that. Those are things
exactly.
that we don't we don't recommend.
So please keep that in mind. All right, everyone. We'll be looking at you. We'll say, you might want to take a breather there, take some time away. But of course,
Awesome.
we're still on incentives here. We're going to dive into polls. All right.
That's right.
One of my favorites. All right. Now, again, we're going to dive into the overlay features later. There is a head to head poll overlay widget that we have. Head to head means head to head, one versus one. So that means you have to have a poll that only has
It's two
two
options, right?
options, not five, because that's the max you can add for a poll. Okay. Just keep that in mind because you're going to wonder, why is this not working? Why is it not bringing in my head to head poll with the poll I created? Oh, it's because you have five options, not two.
Doesn't work. Yeah, that's not head to head. That
Yeah,
doesn't work that way.
yes. Doesn't work that way, but we do have a poll widget to show um all the options you have as well. So we just have multiple different widgets there for polls. But let's create our first poll. Polls literally up to you. There's no right or wrong way to use polls. And I'm going to say this because I've seen it. People, I think the poll I saw recently, which Pokemon is better? Which Pokemon game is better? Red, yellow, I don't know the games, but I remember seeing red, yellow, blue, or something. Okay, I don't know Pokemon games, but it had $1,000 in donations because people are like, no, yellow's better, no, red is better. You can have some controversial polls, and they rack in the donations. Okay,
Right. Right. We assume that you know your community and what they like. If you're a Pokemon community, great. If they maybe
yep,
it's your favorite Star Wars game, or is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? The answer is yes. It's totally a Christmas movie. Yeah, it could be, the polls could be anything you like. Alec Jam, first time chatter. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here talking about how to set up fundraising campaigns. If you're just joining us or you continue to lurk, we're talking about polls now as an option to encourage your donors and your community and your viewers to donate and use that donation as a way to kind of adjust things. Current poll. Someone just created a poll. Who did that?
Robin, are you here?
Robin. Did we give Robin permission to be in chat? No. No.
So, chat, go ahead and vote on that beautiful non-controversial poll there. Does pineapple go on pizza? Yes or no? Go ahead and vote. Okay, I'm gonna put yes because it does
It,
belong on my pizza.
it belongs on your pizza.
My
That's what we
pizza.
say here. We're very,
Yes.
very thoughtful.
So we are
But that
creating. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but that's an example of a poll that you can
Mhm.
use on Tiltify to encourage donations, or to add as the way to engage your community to donate.
Exactly. I love it. I really love Hawaiian pizza, though. How could you not like Hawaiian
All right,
pizza?
can we move along, please?
Okay. Yes. Yes. So we're creating our first poll here. And again, get as creative as you want. I use polls for choosing my next tattoo of my own options. Just making that clear, my own options, not chat's options. But yeah, you can have different tattoo options for chat to donate towards and pick towards. Okay, choose your next cosplay, your next costume, your next horror game that you're going to play on stream, and you can have Resident Evil as an option, um, Outlast as an option. Boom! It's really, really, really nice for polls to just be whatever you want it to be, and there's no right or wrong way. Again, it could be whatever. What shoes do I wear tomorrow? Heels or flats? I don't, anything really. Your chat will go crazy. Like, no, wear heels tomorrow. No, wear flats. Anything. All right. And when they make that donation to your campaign, they can choose every single incentive to put their donation towards. I just want to make that clear. It's so cool. So they can redeem a reward for Bean Boozle. They can donate towards a target and donate towards a poll, all with that one donation. It's
Right.
so cool. I love Tiltify. Not biased. Love Tiltify. I promise. They're the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah.
And I
You better,
love
you
that.
better. I hope you love Tiltify. No,
I do.
yeah, two things. Yeah, two things to reiterate there, and you've touched on it. I just want to like come back to it. Is like all of your incentives can be interrelated. Like you can set, you can have a reward that's related to the target that's influenced by the poll. Like you can be creative and find a way to put it to connect all of those. And then to your point, like if I donate $20, I can go down the list and like check all of those things that, assuming that $20 gets me the reward, if it, it'll allow me to put it towards the target, and then it'll allow me to influence the poll. And like
Yeah.
that's so fun. It's an easy way to engage. And if your donors can only donate once, so think about that. You have a community, they don't have maybe the funds to continually donate. They have $20, $10 to donate, giving them the opportunity to feel like they're a part of what's going on. That's what
Yeah.
these tools do. It engages them and makes them
Mhm.
feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And
Yeah.
these tools help them manage that.
And I always get good feedback on that. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I thought I had to donate $20 to get this reward and go towards the target and do another $20 and then another $20 for the poll." I love that. So I love that about Tiltify. They make it easy, and they make it easy for your community to support your endeavors of doing some good. So thank you, Tiltify. Love
Wait,
you.
that's us.
Wait.
Mwah!
So we have a wonderful poll. Who will eat Marmite? Me or Lou?
Oh no.
This is not a legit poll, so don't go to my profile and donate after I publish. But donate if you want, because yeah, do some good. But don't donate towards this poll, and don't choose me. If you do, choose Lou, not me. But no, that's all a part of the fun. Who is going to do it? This is all the fun about polls. I throw my family in here all the time. I don't care. We'll ask for permission, but they know I just do it because I'm going to throw my mom in there. I'm going to throw my boyfriend in there. And they're like, "Wait, what? I'm I'm on a poll?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yep.
Who's going to eat oh gosh, the fishies that go on a pizza? I forget what it
Anchovies.
anchovies. I did that recently. Um, yeah, I don't like anchovies. I just want to make that clear. I don't. Who's gonna eat anchovies on pizza? Me or Kyle? So just fun things you can come up with these polls. That's why I love them so much. I love all of our incentives, but polls they do so well because you can make so many of them. Yeah. So if you couldn't tell, I love polls. All right, there we go. We're going to lock it down to me and Lou. We're going to save changes for this poll. And what do we do next? I'm sorry, Lou. I forgot.
You want to make it active. There we go. Perfect.
That was ASMR, Lou. You
It
want to
was.
make
It
it
was.
active.
It's my side hustle. Don't pay any attention.
All right. Our poll is created now. And again, you can create a poll for choosing your next horror game stream, choosing your next cosplay, whatever it may be. Okay. What color do I dye my hair? That's a really, really big one we've seen.
Right. No, like a
Okay.
cool one, like we're talking about connecting them. So a milestone at like $500 raised might be dye my hair. The poll would be, which color am I dyeing my hair? So that those types of things, if you kind of layer what you're doing, makes it an easy win for engaging your donors.
Yeah. And another one I've seen, let's see, I think it was polls or, oh, I'm trying to remember. For the ice cream sundaes, every donation, they choose a
The
topping.
topping.
I think it was through polls. So again, get creative. I've seen some really gnarly sundaes with ketchup, mustard,
Yeah.
pickles.
Sundays, pizza
Oh,
toppings,
yeah.
like things that go in maybe your burrito, that sort of thing. Yeah, all that can be
Oh,
terrifying and
oh, I love
disgusting.
burritos. Oh, sour cream, rice and beans.
All
Okay.
right, come
I'm
on.
hungry. I'm hungry. All right. Hold on. Let's keep it pushing now. So, if you have any questions on polls, oh, here's Mama Rocks. I can't wait to do my first campaign. Thanks now. I want a Sunday. That
Wonderful.
is my mother, Mother Rocks. All right. Thank you for tuning in, Mom.
And we
So
got
now,
and we got
oh, go
Struggle
ahead.
Bus. We got your feedback regarding auto monthly donations. So good feedback.
Yes.
We'll take that. I'll make sure that we make note of that for our
I
dev
like
team.
that.
Mhm.
I like that. All right. Now we're moving on to the next best milestones. Okay. Like I said, targets are time based milestones. All right. Milestones are what break down your campaign into achievable sub goals. Okay. Milestones are usually used for I'll do a horror game stream. Again, we're going to connect these. I'll do a horror game stream if we hit $100 raise, which is our campaign goal. And then poll, what horror game am I going to play? Boom. So that's how you connect these things. All right. And the cool thing about that is you can have some scary alerts for that too. So really, really fun. Or you can have 666 alerts.
Like
Scare the crap out of
donations.
you.
Like if you
You
make like
know?
a $6.66 alert for
Yep.
like,
Or
where
$66.66. And
you
then
do
you'll get
that. Well,
scared into
that's
oblivion, into Narnia, you
to
know? Yep, because it's happened. I'm just having a good old time playing my game, and then $6.66 comes up, and I'm scared to Narnia. It happens, okay? But or for that, for that specific horror game stream, you can make all your alerts scary. And of course, keep in mind accessibility, okay? And certain sounds that can trigger PTSD. So be wary of that. That's super important. There's sometimes gunshot sounds and things like that. Kind of probably don't add that to your alert sounds, okay? Just be aware of that. It could just be a subtle scream or roar. I don't know. Something
well,
something
right.
scary.
Right. Like I think that what's a good best practice if you are someone who's streaming with things that are potentially triggering for folks, put a
Mhm.
content warning like, we're using scary sounds or, you know, let people know what to expect
Mhm.
because your maybe your community by and large are okay with that. But if a new viewer or a new potential donor comes in, they can see that they're like, oh, that's not for me, but your cause is cool. I'll still donate, and then I'll get out. I'll run
I'll
away.
mute for a second. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. No, but
Yeah.
it's this kind
Just
of again that goes back to like knowing your community, stewarding those
mhm.
relationships with with new potential donors and just being thoughtful and mindful of what you're doing.
Yes. Got to make that clear because a lot of people they don't know. So I just wanted to put that on your brain for your future campaigns, all right? And now we're going to create our first milestone, all right? Usually people use milestones for again, horror game stream, a giveaway to happen, or I'll jump in a pool,
A
something. you
pool of
know?
whipped cream, or
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if or it's like yeah, you say like I'll shave my head if we hit $1,000, or I'll get the tattoo at $10,000, or it could be anything, or it can be I've seen them as simple as I I I profess my love for my community at $500. Like it doesn't have to be like a thing. You don't have to do a thing to yourself. It just
Yeah.
really, it's
Singing
meant,
Baby Shark.
you can sing Baby Shark, right? Like it could be like something like a small gift and to acknowledge the moment that your community and you have hit that potential goal. But yeah, no, it can be simple. It could be sophisticated. You know your community and what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Shutter, shutters in parent. Yes, if you're a parent and you've lived through the baby shark uh, the dilemma of 2019, then
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So now we are adding our milestones. Right now, I'll get a tattoo of Chat's choice. We're gonna make that $75 because I know our campaign goal is 100. You cannot make milestones pass your goal until you up that goal after you hit it. Then you'll be able to make those stretch goals, okay? And milestones. So right now we have I'll shave my head at $50. I'll get a tattoo of Chat's choice is 75, and we make them active if you want them activated, okay? So, and then let's make one for our campaign goal $100. Someone at Tiltify will eat Marmite. All right.
oh, it's connected to your poll. I see what you did. It's very
Yeah,
clever.
yeah. We're all about connecting our incentives together. All right. It makes it really fun. All right. And then we're going to activate that milestone. Okay. So we're set. We have our milestones for 50, 75, 100. Let's add
Cool.
one more for a giveaway. Let's make it for 25.
Make it
Okay.
25. Well, actually, here, how about this? This is something that we
Okay.
can do. And this is new. This is new. So
Okay.
let's add the
There we go.
giveaway. So do a giveaway still, but let's make it at $150 and just
Okay.
stay with me here. And so, like you said, like you don't want the milestone more than your current goal because it will shift like what
Mm-hmm.
your goal is now. But
Mm-hmm.
if you hit save the change once you're done typing, great. Now
So
there
there
you
we
go.
go.
Oh, there you go. Don't so when you're ready to activate that goal, like when you hit 100, you're like, all right, you've already pre-created your milestone at 150. Now you just go into your dashboard and you just make it active.
Boom.
Now it's
Make it
now it's
active. Yep.
now you don't have to worry about it doing in the middle of the stream. You're all set. So that's a good suggestion, a good best practice when you're creating
Yes.
milestones that you're anticipating beyond your goal.
Yep. Like I said earlier, make sure you are planning these things out because it can happen. Okay. You're like, wait, my goal is 100. We raised 1,000. What do I do now? And then you're
Right.
scrambling. Okay. So, yeah, keep those there. And again, deactivate and then activate when you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Mr. J Star. Thank you for joining us for our boot camp today. And something I want to note, like, yeah, Ash and I are chatting up for a couple of hours. Really, if you think about the work we've done to create this campaign, it's going to get done like in maybe 15 minutes, right? Like you can go bing, bang, boom, boom, your campaign's ready. But we're kind of going through and talking through all the best practices and that sort of thing. Just know that this is it could be a really quick process. But that's not to say to do it last minute. So we've
Yeah,
heard
don't
that.
do that. Don't do
We've heard
that.
some people do that, but giving it some forethought, at least a couple of days to set this up. And we hope you're telling your community that you're fundraising in
Yes.
advance so that you're not so that
Hey,
it's not a surprise to
surprise.
them. Right.
Yeah.
It's like surprise, we're
Yeah.
fundraising, we want you to
But
have some successes. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on.
you're fine. You are A-okay. But this message is saying, hey, if you do want to activate it, you do have to up your goal to 150.
Right.
So if you activate, boom, we're going to go back to our detail. Our goal is now 150. Okay. Once you say, okay, I do want to make it 150, I'm just going to show my community, boom, we're going to have a milestone for 150. Okay.
Right.
So,
That's also a nice addition to the kind of drafting those milestones ahead of time. You
mhm.
just you draft the milestone, it ups the goal for you, adds the milestone to your page. You don't have to go to two places to update different parts of your campaign. So again, just
Yes. Easy
planning.
chat.
And if you don't hit that goal during a particular stream, no problem. That's all right. It's there. It's ready for you when you do.
Exactly. Love that. Now, schedule feature. Woo! All right. This schedule shows on your campaign. So if it's a new donor or a new person to your community, like, okay, when is their next stream going to be? If they don't see your Twitch stream or if they're not even on Twitch, okay? Everyone's not on Twitch that donates to your campaign sometimes, okay? Because your community will share your campaign through Twitter or Facebook or wherever it may be, and people just want to donate to the cause. They might not be on Twitch to see your Twitch schedule, even though it does populate on your campaign when you connect your Twitch because it shows the next Twitch schedule. But just to make it streamlined, even through Tiltify, through the campaign, you can add your schedule. Okay. And when they are on your campaign page, it will show schedule, the dates, and what you are doing because you're going to put it under the description and name. And then start date, end date. Okay. So you can add a schedule item for each stream you're doing. Or you can just have it for special eventful streams like a Just Dance stream, horror game stream, a art stream, that you're doing for the fundraiser. So we're going to have a special Just Dance stream on Friday, like we set up with our rewards. Remember? Connecting things, all about it. All right. So Just Dance stream. All right. We are doing a Just Dance stream for our description. And then give a little info. Come by and donate to request a song. All right, just a cool brief description there. And again, we're doing that Friday at 1:30. until 3:30 as we set before. And that was on Friday. All right. 3:30, and we're going to hit save changes, okay? And let's add another one, horror game stream. All right. If I could type. All right. So name of that stream description. We will be playing Resident Evil 7. All right. We're going to do that on Sunday at 1 p.m. All right. 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Okay. Hit save changes. Cool. We added a couple things to our schedule, and people that stop by our campaign page will be able to tune into those streams because they have the info to do
Right.
so.
I think that's a good example of like, while people, they may even be following you on on Twitch or YouTube or
Mhm.
Facebook, but they may not know that a particular um, live stream or broadcast is going to be a fundraising broadcast. So that happens.
Mhm. Or even if you're not fundraising, you're going live on Instagram.
Right.
I'm going live on Instagram at this
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So utilize the schedule for whenever you're going to be actively fundraising. All right. And showing off what you're doing on Tiltify. So we are all done with our incentives tab. If we have any questions, please throw them in chat. We are here to answer. Okay. We got two brains here. So we got you.
On a good day, there's two brains between us. I think today's a good day.
Yes. Sometimes it's one, okay? Half of each side. All right. And if you do hear, okay, I don't think you hear it, but they are cutting my grass outside. Sorry. All right. So now we are going to, I want to dive into overlays, okay? But real quick, no, let's do overlays. We're going to dive into overlays so we keep this streamlined with incentives. I was going to go through the other tabs, but I think we want to do overlays just so our brain is still on incentives and adding those incentives on our overlay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to create an overlay. Cool thing is that Tiltify gives you a default and or a blank slate. Okay. So blank means blank. You add whatever you want. And of course, even if you hit default, you can delete and move around. But we're going to go with default today just so you know, if you are wanting to use our overlays in a hurry, we have a default for you already set to go. With our default, we have, of course, our lovely OG overlay. All right, this is the classic overlay. Love it. The cool thing now with our overlay feature, you don't have to jump through hoops editing colors for your donation bar. You can do it right here through our overlay feature. And then we have the QR code, which we released this year as well. QR code can be utilized anywhere, even if you're not a live streamer. Okay. If you're going around just streaming, with Redhead Ryan that I mentioned earlier, he was biking across the country for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. He shared the QR code with people that were at a restaurant. They're like, whoa, what are you doing? Oh, I'm live streaming right now. Okay, I want to donate and support. Cool. Here's a QR code. Once they scan that QR code with their camera, goes to their campaign page and they are ready to donate. I love the QR code feature. It's amazing. Having it on your stream is nice too, because if people say there's a group of people watching the stream, but they all can't log in to the same computer to donate, cool. Let's scan it right on their stream. They can all donate on their phones.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I've seen a lot of folks use it on their social media. I mean,
Yep.
once we're back in more often in person with conventions and events, and we're out and about, that's also a good way when you're chatting with people, just like you said. Yeah, just scan the code and support the cause. Like family events, right? Like you
Mm-hmm.
tell you tell your auntie and your uncle that you're fundraising at Thanksgiving holiday dinner, and you're like, $20 would go a long way. Scan, boom, you're there.
Exactly. Easy peasy. And also using a QR code in your panels is lovely too. On Twitch. Of course, Twitch, we have the Tiltify extension where they can donate in the panels. But if you want to use the QR code too, again, big group of people, they just want to scan and donate, cool, right in your panels. If you don't have the QR code on your overlay on your stream, so you can add it to your panel. All right. What if you wanted to add a scrolled bar that showed the URL for the cause integrated in your Streamlabs OBS? Is that possible? A scrolled bar that shows URL. You can do that if you want, just with the text in OBS. If you want to do that,
Is that like a
totally fine.
scrolling banner? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
It would just be, I'm assuming you mean just scrolling the text. You can do that in OBS if you right click the text source. And I believe I can do it right now, actually. If you go there and you make it, I think it's somewhere in here. I know you can on OBS easily.
Right. Yeah.
Somewhere in there. I don't see it right now, but I know you can do it. You could just have it scroll for sure. And that's with, I believe, Slobs, which is Streamlabs OBS, or
Mhm.
just normal OBS. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, if you don't want to do that, you could do QR code too. Okay. And with here in the widgets, it will show you can add just a text file of who you're fundraising for as well too. So if you want to utilize that, you can. And again, this is just a default that we give you. We give you QR code, we give you the classic overlay. We're going to give you the alert box right here, which is it shows the alerts of each donation that you get. Or you can set it to where donations over $2, $5, whatever, however you want to show that over, okay? Or under a certain amount. Okay. So then we have event lists that it gives you. Event list, it shows your donations that come through. You can set that event list to only show 4 events. So it'll show the last 4 donations. Or you can only show, if you want to show 10 of them, that might look a little messy, but if you want to show 10 of them, show 10 of them. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we know that on screen real estate is important for creators. So those,
Mm-hmm.
but it's your screen, and it might
It's
be
your screen. Mm-hmm.
one of the things we know that really works is when people see their name on screen. That's often a reason why they donate. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that recognition is really, really lovely for donors to see in your community. So, yeah. And you can customize almost all of our widgets. So, the font color, the background color, border color. Okay. And then when I look at my previous campaigns, you'll see donations in there because we won't have any donations for this campaign. We're just creating it. I'll show you how that looks with our overlay. So those are 4 widgets that we have just available. But guess what? We have so many more. But you can also see the preview here. So this is what the event list looks like. So background color is a blue, the font color, of course, a font color. And then you can just set it up there and customize it. So we
Right.
already have the alert box, our event list. Reward list is really, really cool. It shows a list of your rewards. Okay.
Right. You can
So
also, if you have a limitation to it, it'll show people how many are
mhm.
left of a given reward.
Yes. So we only have 1 reward here. So we're just going to click the Just Dance song request. So it shows it. There you go. And you can have this, the border change, if you want it really thick, really, really thick. You can do that. All customizable to you. Okay.
Mhm.
And if we have multiple ones, you just click them off for which ones you want to show. Okay. All right. And again, font color, background color, border color. And you can change the font. All right. So many different fonts we have for you. Well, that's a nice one. I like that. Source Code Pro. Okay, cool. Noting that. Mental note. I like that font. All right. So we have the reward list. Again, we already have alert box, event list. We're going to go with single reward. Cool thing about this is that if you have an image added, it will show. Okay. So we're going to select our reward here. Just Dance song request. All right. And let's move that here on the left side. So, title, the amount for that reward, and how many is available. So, if you only had 10, it would say 10 out of 10 for that Just Dance song request. This is so helpful in visualization. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I hope you use our overlay feature because there's so many fun things you can add to your stream.
And I'll apologize. My big head's in the way of part of it. But what you're not seeing,
Oh, oopsies. Yeah.
but what you're not seeing is the QR code. Like Ash can go and move it out of the way. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's customizable. You can customize it to your own brand, or if you wanted to try to match the brand of the cause you're supporting, You see, so this particular campaigns for red, you can try to match, their theme and their colors as well.
All right. And then we hit 0. It should stay. Stay. There's no delay. Sometimes it's wonky. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Yep, font. Cool. All right. And we made that font red. So if it looks good on your stream, visible, cool. Make it red. And again, you can make your classic overlay bar red. So, of course, we have everything defaulted to blue because that's our brand colors. But progress bar foreground color, let's make it red. Okay. So when you get donations, this bar will fill up towards the goal. Okay. And that bar will be red. And if you want to change the font color, you can too. We have it as white for the default. And then background color, if you want to make that red, you can do that too. Okay. Whatever you want. We give all that free reign to you. Okay. So let's make it back dark gray. There we go. Cool. All right. We have gone through our single rewards, our reward list, event list, and alert box. So we're going to go to pull. And then, like I told you earlier, we have head-to-head pull. Let's add both, okay? All right. Let's get rid of some of these that we have, though, so we don't have too many that are overwhelming, okay? Cool. So head-to-head pull here. It's this box here. When you click a widget, it will highlight whatever box it is for, okay? So head-to-head pull, again, only 2 options for that pull. 2 options for that poll that you create. If it's more than 2, it won't populate. It'll be like, what poll do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
So, who will eat Marmite? Ashley or Lou? Okay. I don't know who, but it won't be me. All right. And again, if you want to customize it to red, you can do that right here and font color and everything. All right. And change your font if you like. You can have an animation. It could back in from the right or fade in from the left or fade in down. Okay. So, and then the time on screen, that's 15 seconds on screen. And then it has a 120-second delay. So it won't pop back up until 2 minutes later. Okay. There you go. There's our head-to-head poll.
Yeah. Another question from Mr. J Star. Now, can I publish a page the night before the main event of the fundraising or fundraising event, or do I have to publish the morning of the charity stream? So it's like you're asking, like, when can you publish?
You can publish whenever you're ready.
That's right.
Okay. Publish when you're ready.
And I think that we suggest publishing whenever you're ready. And also maybe do a test. Like if you did a quick test, maybe donate $1 or ask a friend to donate $1, go ahead and do that and make sure everything looks good. But at the end of the day, yeah, you have control over when this goes live.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. When you're doing your first stream, publish it. Boom. And again, yeah, do a test donation just to make sure things are working because you never know what may happen. But yeah, test donation, make sure your alerts look good. Sound is clear enough for you. Cool. And again, when you're done with your overlay, make sure you add it to your streaming software. That's the only way it will populate on your stream. All right. And you add it on OBS with copy overlay URL. Okay. Right here, copy URL overlay. Click that. It's going to copy it to your clipboard and paste it right in OBS at 1920 1080. All right. And it shows that right here for you. If you don't know the dimensions.
Mocha just reminded you to save those changes first. So it's because you want the recent changes you just made won't show up.
Look at you, pro. Yes, because if you don't hit save changes, you're going to be like, where is it? So save changes. But even if you don't want to donate, okay, you can just hit test donation, but it will show only here, okay, in a dashboard. All right. Boom. There you go. All right. But of course, again, yeah, send $1 test donation if you still want to test out things or change something. All right. Cool. We did head-to-head poll.
We did. Right? I want to note something really quick. Is something that we've seen come up before. Is like if you don't, if your default like screen or canvas in OBS is not 1920 by 1080, you will need to change that ratio yourself. So be sure when you bring that over, just put it down to the size you need, and it should fit the screen.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah, make sure your canvas, yeah, 1920 1080.
I
And
mean
then,
that I mean that's probably what you should be at least
yeah, that's
streaming
what I'm
at.
thinking. Yeah,
But
because
if you
I
can't,
don't think it
because
works any other way.
yeah, I mean you can manually change it in OBS. But yeah, Mr. J Star says this will be first time fundraising, so this is helpful. This is why we're here. So we're so glad
Awesome.
you're here. Wonderful.
Yeah, and who will you be fundraising for if you want
Oh,
to share with us? That'll
that's a
be
good question.
exciting. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats. We can't wait to see it. And let us know in our Discord, like if you need help too after this boot camp is over. Yeah, please join our Discord. Exclamation Discord and chat. Join it, join it, join it. Chat with us. All right. So we added our poll. Okay. Now you can utilize this if you have more than two. All right. They're cutting my grass still. Sorry. All right. Who will eat Marmite? Again, that's the only poll that I created. So you're going to see that a lot. And Lou is probably going to be very upset if I make this a real thing. But anyway. So right now we have our font color there. The amount raised color is green. Okay. And then you can change the progress bar color. Again, everything's defaulted to blue because blue. But change those colors. Make it how you want for your stream. All right. I love the overlay feature because you can customize it however you want for that stream. Okay. So then you just hit save changes. Mocha, hit save changes. So that's our poll feature there, widget. And then we already have classic overlay. We have the beta overlay, which is a nice one, and then compact. Okay. So let's delete the classic one here. And then we're going to drop down this event list a little bit. All right. So this is the beta overlay. Really, really nice, prominent overlay. It shows the amount raised right here. It's going to have a bar that goes across. It's the bar that's in between the light gray and the dark gray. It'll go across to how much you fundraise for. It shows the cause image at the top right, which is really nice. And the cool thing about this, it shows your next milestones. You can actually have it show donors there. Okay. So if you want to hide those things, though, you totally can. Hide the top donation, hide the goal if you want, hide the donation ticker if you want. You can hide all those things if you like. And then you can hide the milestones if you want. But we're going to keep all those there. And then, of course, if you want to change that bar to red, it's red already, and then it'll go across as red too. So, yep. And of course, you can change the font with everything, all the widgets here. So that's our beta overlay. We're going to delete it now. Let's add the compact one. This is really nice for if you want to show more gameplay for your streams. And of course, you can resize it how you like. I like to have it, for Valorant, you want to show the top where your teammates are live. So if you want to drop it right underneath where the teammates show, you totally can. This is a nice compact one. This one shows your top donation. Okay. And you can change those colors and the font. And it shows how much you raised, your goal, and who you are fundraising for. So I really like this one if you want to show more gameplay. Really compact. But we have another way of you showing your fundraising as well. Okay. We have the throwback progress bar too, which is so cute. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. So, this is a throwback, what we had before back in the day. It's really, really nice that we still have these if you want to use them. They're really, really cute. All right. So, that bar will fill up. Okay. And you can see little Tilty there at the bottom. Old Tilty. So that's our throwback progress bar too. Okay. And then progress bar. This is really, really compact. Okay. Really compact. All right. Let's get rid of the throwback one here. So you probably are wondering, that looks familiar. It's basically your campaign page bar.
Right.
That's basically what it is because it shows your milestone here. Okay. Each dot here is the milestone you created. And then it shows your goal and how much you raised. So this is really, really compact. If you want to use something like this to still show more gameplay or whatever you are doing, use that. We have so many different options for you to utilize. All right. And oh, Miss Star, you're celebrating for Cerebral Palsy Foundation November 10th at 1 p.m. EST. Actually introduced yourself in the Discord last night. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming over. And that's going to be such a fun stream. We can't wait to see it again. But yeah, the progress bar and the classic one, they're so nice. So nice. All right. And we have the this is another throwback one. It's really, really cute. It's just a simple bar that goes up and it fills up that bar. Okay. And that's our progress bar one with a little tilty down there. And it shows how much you fundraised.
Do you want to
Okay.
pull it out from behind my
Oh,
my
yes.
camera?
I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. All right. And that's how it looks. Okay.
Nice.
Yep. And it fills right on up. I love it. So cute. So cute. Which one is your favorite, Leo? Which overlay?
I like the what we continually call the beta, even though it's not really in beta anymore. uh, but I like that one. It feels like it's the most like complete to me. I like that look the most.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I like how it shows the donors and a
Hmm.
milestone and everything. It's
Yeah.
really, really nice.
I don't broadcast or stream too often, so when I do, it's mostly about the fundraising. So I
Mhm.
want the people watching. It's usually going to be family and friends who are going to be watching. I want them to see their name. I want them to
Mhm.
see the progress bar. It gives them a sense of like that they're contributing to what's going on. Like they can help grow that, fill the bar, right?
Mhm. Exactly. And this is probably the last widget we have for showing how much you raised. This is really simple. It's just a text file. We raised $1,000 and it's going to show that. So, this is another way of showing how much you fundraised for this cause and campaign. All right. And change the font color. You can customize the text and you can customize the text as well and a font. So that is another way. Okay. And we still have so many more widgets to go through. All right. And of course, QR code, that's going to be at the bottom there. You hit QR code at that there if you like. We already have that. So we are set. And we have another throwback milestone tracker. Look at this. Look at this. Look at
Look
it.
at it and love it.
Look at it and love it. Okay. All right. It shows our milestones there. And then going past, it'll fill up that bar too to the goal. So really cute.
That one's fun
Throwback.
because you could almost stretch it out to have the like that bar be along the bottom, and you see Tilty make the
Oh,
progress along the bottom. It's really cute.
I love that. I love that. Yep. That's another throwback. I have not used that one yet. I'm going to have to use it because it's cute.
Do it.
And the throwback ones you can't customize. Just want to make that clear. You can't
Right.
customize those ones, but all the new and improved ones you can. Okay. So we have gone through the first half of all of our widgets here. And then again, we have another text file for you, the cause name. Okay. So here it's red. That's what they have pre-filled for you. Okay. If you want to add that, cool. You totally can. We have that option for you. And that's cause name widget. Cause logo. You can just add the logo to your stream if you like, anywhere on your stream. We can put it at the top right there. All right. And we are moving on to targets. Okay. And then we have two more to go through. Okay. So this is for Target. Of course, you can select your target here. I'll change into a hot dog costume. All right. And again, this is really, really nice to use for your overlay when you are doing targets for every stream. So you really do that call to action. Hey guys, we're at $50. We're halfway of this target. You have one more hour to fill up the bar, and then I'll change to a hot dog costume. And again, customize colors, font, all that fun jazz.
Mhm.
Okay. And then QR code, we did these, we did these. We have custom progress bar. And I think that is our last one. But again, there's so many you can utilize for your campaign. And these overlays that we are creating right now are for this specific campaign. But as we clicked earlier on in a stream, there's templates that you can use for all the fundraisers you make. So not just for this one template, you can use that for all the different fundraisers you do in the future. Okay.
Right.
So custom progress bar. Boom, boom. Oop. I have so many. I keep clicking all the different things. Okay. So the custom bar is, ooh, I made it big. So you can customize it with the border radius, the color, all that fun stuff. You can have it fill vertically or not, and just fill in that button there. So that's our custom progress bar there. All right.
So a good example of like why you would want to save a template. Let's say, this month you're fundraising for red, but next month you're fundraising for let's say, charity water. You could just use that same template, and if you had the charity logo in, it has your campaign details, all that sort of thing. Those things will transfer over. Depending on whether or not you have like a head-to-head poll or rewards, that sort of thing, you'll probably have to go in and adjust that a little bit, but it does all that work for you. Did we look at
Yep.
any alerts? Did we look at
Yeah, we
alerts?
can. Yeah, we
let's
can
take a look
test
at them.
one. Yeah, so with alert box here now, cool thing is that we are powered by Jiffy, so you can look up
Or Giphy.
Jiffy
Or
Jiffy
Giphy.
Jiffy or Giphy. I get yelled at when I say Giphy, so I'm assuming it's Jiffy, but who knows anymore? I don't know anymore, so I don't want to get yelled at. We're gonna say
I'm not
Jiffy.
yelling at you.
I'm just saying, like, my community, they have yelled at me. They're like, Ashley, that is wrong. I
I
said,
need to
how
talk to
do
your
you
community.
know?
Who's in
How
here?
do you know? Right? How do you know?
Yeah, I'm not as
So,
passionate
yeah,
as about people about that. Like, I'm like,
right?
you
Exactly.
say Jiffy, I don't care. I know what you're talking about.
Jiffy. So, for here, you can select a GIF. You can search one up. We can do red. Okay. But it might just search up the color red. Okay. All right. Let's do red charity. Usually,
or
if you are,
can you do red in
oh, yeah.
parentheses?
Yeah, let's do that,
That
huh?
might pull up. This is assuming. So what it does, it just searches their site for content. The good thing about this is that for the most part, it's going to be appropriate for something that you'll
Oh,
want to be shown
Family
on your
Guy.
screen.
Okay.
Sort
But
of
yes, right?
appropriate-ish.
Ish. But usually,
Oh,
you can reach out to the cause or
Join Red says try Shopathon. And thank you for still being in chat. We're still talking about you.
Yes. Well, there's one with Snoop Dogg.
Nice.
Yes. There we go. We want Snoop Dogg. Yes. Oh, no. Thank you for being here. We're so happy to have you. And thank you for being our cause to support today. So we chose Snoop Dogg as our image. That will be our image that shows for our alerts. If you want to choose an alert sound that will save you from DMCA, go right on ahead. Okay. All right. We have cats and coins and drum roll and kazoos, 16 different kazoos, which is nice, whistles and all that fun stuff. So choose a sound there. And then again, this is really important when you are testing your alerts. You can utilize this slider here to choose the sound volume. Okay. So and you can just do a test donation here. All right. And then that sound will show. Okay. And you can adjust accordingly. Alert duration is how many seconds you want it on screen. I want it at least for 15 seconds because I might be really involved with a game or a gunfight and I still have time to see it on screen, But I do recommend that you do look at your dashboard or have your dashboard window up while you're fundraising. And I'm going to show you what our overview looks like. All right. Once we publish and everything. So alert duration, 15 seconds. Okay.
That's good.
And yeah, right? Look at us with Snoop Dogg. Okay. Or you can just add a sticker. Okay. So once you search up that, you're all set with your alert box. And again, you can have certain donations show up however you want to set that up, equal
And
or over
again,
a certain amount.
after you've done work on your overlay, save changes.
Save changes. All right. You got it. Just as important as activating your incentives, you got to save changes. All
Mhm.
right. Because then if you click off, it's going to say, did you save something? No, I didn't. Okay, save my changes. And then you add your overlay on OBS or whatever software you're using for streaming. Okay. So I think we did cover everything now once we went through the alert box. But did we have any questions? Especially, Mister, if you have questions too, because I know you're going to be fundraising soon. But anybody else, please throw it our way.
Absolutely.
All right. Ooh, there we go. All right. Now, I think we are almost ready to publish. Okay. Publish means we are ready to go. We have our campaign name, we have our goal. All right. Let's do our thank you message for donors. Thank you so much for choosing to support in all caps. I'm doing it in all caps.
Why are you
Thank you.
shouting? Because I'm
Thank you so much for
excited.
choosing. Exactly. Thank you so much for choosing to support my campaign for Red. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And a little heart. Okay. You don't have to yell at your donors, but I'm yelling today. So, yep, we're going to hit save changes on there. Campaign updated. Okay. All right. We're going to hit view campaign, which is a preview of what it looks like. So,
Oh, that
we
looks
have,
good.
doesn't it look good? We have our milestones and everything.
Do you have a? Do you have
Nice.
a? You don't have. Do you have a view setup? Maybe next time we have a view setup of just the page, so we can like move to that. I don't know if you have
Oh,
that
yep.
set up,
Yes.
so the people
So,
can see.
mm-hmm. So, just real quick, this is how our campaign is going to look. We have our rewards here, our target, and our polls. And then milestones, you're probably wondering where are milestones if you haven't used Tiltify yet. These little bars on your goal progress bar, little dots, I'm sorry, the dots on your progress bar. $50, my head. 75, I'll get a tattoo attached choice. 100, someone at Tiltify will eat Marmites. And 150, we did have our goal before as 100, but we wanted to push that last milestone and then it pushed our goal to be 150. Because again, milestones that you have to be they will be active for the goal you have set. So if you had a goal of 100 but you had a milestone of 150, it can still be there, but you just can't activate it yet until you hit that $100 minimum goal. All right?
Right, right. It'll push your goal up if you
If you
activate
do
it.
want it
Mhm.
there, it will push it. All right, you'll just hit
Absolutely.
activate. All right, and it'll give you a heads up first. So pop up a little box like, "Hey, you sure you want to do this?" Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Hit active. All right. And our schedule, it shows our schedule here. Just Dance Stream. Okay. And I'll zoom in just a little bit. Okay. Just Dance Stream. Next up on the schedule, our next milestone, it shows them here too. Okay. You can hit view all milestones that we have. You can hit view schedule and it shows the schedule that we set for Friday and Sunday. So, and it gives you the time in your time zone as well. Okay, let's go back to 100%. We're going to go back to our dashboard and we're going to publish. All right, this overview is going to change. Okay, are we ready to publish?
I think
Lou,
so. I think we checked
think
all the
so?
boxes.
Let's just check it again. Boom, boom. And also, when you hit publish, you can still add incentives.
Right.
Okay, if there's something you come up with, or you have a package coming later with Bean Boozled, okay, now I can do Bean Boozled, or whatever it may be, you can still add incentives. But if you want to add them beforehand, you can, just don't activate them yet. All right, that goes for pretty much everything. You can add, but just not activate it. It'll just sit there waiting for you to hit it. So we're going to hit publish. Blue
Let's do it.
buttons. We're all about blue buttons. Now it's going to say, hey, once you hit publish, this is what's not going to be able to. be done. Cannot decrease your goal. Campaign name cannot be changed. Once a donation has been made, you cannot unpublish it. Okay. Unpublish and retire are different. Okay. Unpublish is when you just don't want it on your profile anymore. Retire, it will still show there that that's a campaign you have done, but you no longer can take donations towards it. It's no longer active. Okay.
Yeah, this is that
So,
Mocha says this is the true point of no return. And to clarify,
mhm.
like once a donation is made on your campaign, it's going to be there. So
Yep.
that's so sad for the charity for having to get money. But really, like, people ask that, like, oh, I didn't hit goal, I want to remove it. And I'm always like, it doesn't matter if we didn't hit goal. That's money that the cause didn't have before. Don't worry about it. Don't stress
Exactly.
about it. It's okay,
Exactly.
and it'll retire. As well, you can retire it. That means that it won't accept donations anymore, or there's a really long period of time now that it'll auto retire if you're just not active on it. It's much longer than it was before. Before it was 30 days, then it was 60 days, and now it's at least 6 months before it'll just auto retire. And really, that saves bandwidth on our side. We also want to show the most active campaigns when you're looking at Tiltify, and we want you to be active. We want you to be actively fundraising, but that should be plenty of time for you to get what you need to get done as well.
Exactly. Exactly. So again, this is the point of no return. Yeah, we're ready. We're good. We want our campaign name to stay the same. We want our goal to be what it is. Cool. I'm ready. We're hitting the blue button. Publish. Like I said, your overview page is going to look different now. We're all done. We're ready. We're ready to fundraise tomorrow.
That
Okay,
is
or
very
tonight.
different. That's
Very
very
different,
different.
isn't it? Yes. So overview is an overview of your entire campaign. If you were supporting an event uh, that Red was having, when if you are supporting an event, you would have chosen that event when you were registering to fundraise for Red. Okay.
Correct.
So that will show there and it will show the event total. So Red's event total of $100,000 raised, and your amount raised is a part of that. And it's so lovely to see. Like, oh my gosh, the total event raised $200,000 and I was a part of that. It's so cool. And you can share that with your community. Okay. I highly advise you keeping this tab open. This tab is everything you need. You don't need to go to any other tab ever, really, unless you need to manage something outside of this. But
Mhm.
the cool thing about this tab is that you can move it however you want it. So I want targets here. I want polls here. I don't need the share button. I can keep that at the top. But if you want to have that easily accessible to you, you can click and drag. So the share tab, you can copy or donate URL, your campaign URL, or download the QR code easily right here in your overview. Okay. So then let's not forget about rewards here. So right now, the only panel we don't have added is media type. Okay. I don't ever utilize that, but because I only stream on Twitch, but you can change your media, from your Twitch or the YouTube video to show
Right.
on your campaign page.
Right.
Okay. So I don't need that. I'm streaming on Twitch. I have nothing else to add. Cool. But we have all the other panels added. So amount raised, it shows your amount raised and your milestones that are getting pretty close. Okay. Or you can see this next milestone tab here. Okay. So next milestone, $50. Okay. That's what's coming up. Prepare yourself, you know? And then event total, like I said, if you are supporting an event of the cause, it will show that event total. All right. And then our targets are here. If I had multiple targets, it would show an arrow like it does for the poll here, but I only have one. So if you had multiple ones, you can cycle through them through the arrow. Okay. And it shows the progress of that target too. And if, again, like I said, you don't have to go to any other tab ever. If you want to add a new target, let's add a new target. It's going to throw you back to that tab, but you can easily assess it through the overview tab. Okay. And then our polls, it shows the poll title and our options that we have available. And then our rewards here, this doesn't unlock until Friday. That's how I set it up. So it says unlocked in 1 day, 23 hours. Cool. But if it's already unlocked, that box here will just disappear and it'll still show the reward title, the amount for that reward to be activated, and a description. water break. Hold on. Excuse me. All right. And then you can copy the reward URL. Copy that reward URL, and this is what will show. It will throw you right to that reward when you are donating. Okay. So you select that reward here, targets, polls, all that. So we're going to visit that later. Okay. But we can't go to it because it's locked still. So if it was unlocked, it would shoot you right to that reward. Okay. So that's our overview page. And then we have donations here. This is really, really nice. I like to keep this at the top though, just so I can moderate it. There we go. So it will show the donor's name, the amount they donated, what time it happened, and if they have a comment for that donation, it will show all right here. You can toggle a moderate button, and I'll show you my previous made campaigns where I'll show that. And then it'll show what incentives they redeemed. So it will show little icons, okay? And I'll go to my previous one and show you that. So we are all done with this overview page. Again, media type is when you want to change it from a Twitch stream or YouTube stream, especially if you stream on all platforms, you can change it easily through the overview. Okay. So we're all done with this overview page here. So really, really cool. Really, 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 really cool. Okay. Now, Manage tab is really nice. Okay. You can moderate all your campaign donations here. The cool thing is you can copy this URL for your mods to just moderate them too.
Why
Okay. So
don't
they
you
can keep an eye out on them.
can you zoom in and like scroll up so people can see that?
Oh,
Because
yeah. Yo,
my box
so sorry.
was
Yep.
no,
Your
you're fine.
box.
My box.
Yep. So we were going over rewards earlier with the shipping option. So if you're going to send out a sticker or a mug or a pen and you want their address, make sure you activate the shipping. And again, I'm just going to go back to it really quickly, actually. So we're going to go back to our reward. We're going to edit. Again, we did question because we wanted a Just Dance song request. But if you want shipping and it's a mug or a sticker you want to ship out, hit shipping required and then save changes on that reward. Okay. They have to input their shipping information. Okay. That information is in this Excel sheet. Okay. So export that. You'll have all that info in that document. Okay. Well, I know we get a lot of questions like, okay, where am I going to see this? Where do I find it? I know. I get you. We're going to go under that manage tab, scroll all the way down, export that document. Okay.
Right. In addition to a lot of folks ask, I'd like to thank my donors. Is there a place where I can send them an email? This is also where you would be able to get that information.
Yep. So yeah, that's a nice secure document there that you export. All right. And then you'll have that document and you're all set. And let's back out a little bit here.
Oh, do talk about the standalone donation viewer though. That's a good tool. That's just zoom in again.
Yeah. So like I said earlier, this is zoom in. One more. Okay, this is one more. There we go. When you copy that into your browser here, your moderators can help moderate your donations. Okay. You can put slow mode on if you're getting so many of them and you want to keep up to thank every single donor. You can do that too. So I really like this. I share with my mods so they help me moderate those donations. So really, really good for your mod team to keep track of that.
So one of the things that we know is one of the best practices that almost anyone can implement for their live stream broadcast. I need water break. I don't have water in front of me. Broadcast is when you call out people's names, you thank them for the donations, like right there on the spot. It creates a sense of excitement. People were like, "Oh, I just heard my name. Yes, I'm going to donate." Somebody else is like, "Oh, they're calling out names. I want to donate. Oh, crap, I want my name called again." So they'll donate again. Like, it sounds silly, but it happens. And it's exactly the behavior that we see on a regular basis. So be sure you're thanking your donors when they donate. Let me just say this. If you are having a fundraising stream, pay attention to the fact that you're fundraising. don't just expect people to donate to it. If you have the link, if you have the command, you have to be going back and talking about it. And when people engage with that fundraising, you got to engage back. That's just what you got to do.
Yeah.
Broadcast. Yes, broadcast. Welcome to our broadcast today.
Hello, Ray. I hope you're doing good. But yes.
But anyway, as I interrupted. Go ahead, Ashley.
No, not at all. Yeah, utilize this for your mods. It helps me so much, especially when you're busy and you're in game or whatever you're doing, so they can help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. I would say split up your mod team. Some watch your chat, some watch donations. I
Right.
think that would be nice. Okay. So, yes, copy donation viewer URL under the manage tab, which is one of the best tabs ever. Okay. Other than incentives, but you know what I mean.
All our tabs
All
are important.
right.
We love
All of
all
them
of
are
our tabs.
important. They are, especially detail, and overlays. But yes. And then messages again is when you get messages sent from you, from your community and donors. Okay.
Right.
Water. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Don't apologize.
I've been chatting it up tonight. All right. And that's our manage tab. We went over our incentives tab. We add all your lovely incentives, detail, name, goal. This is where you increase your goal as well. So once you hit that 150 mark, boom, 200 or 300 or 500, wherever you like. Okay. And our overview tab, which is really your one stop shop for everything you need to be successful in your fundraiser and keep up with everything going on.
Right.
Okay.
It's like your command center, you know.
Yes.
It is that if you have to have one extra tab open or window open on your monitor, this is one that you want to have open so you can see what's going on with donations.
Yeah. And we're going to just briefly look at our campaign. So this is our campaign URL. I copied it right from our overview and I copied our donate URL. So once you hit donate, this is what it's going to look like. Your details, okay, email, name, boom. You can just donate if you don't want to redeem any rewards or incentives, or hit next. Okay, you can also donate anonymously so they won't know who I am. All right, and that's actually, I use this for my community because unfortunately people still feel bad for only being able to give $1, which really makes no sense to me because that dollar goes such a long way. But there are some people that still feel bad about that. I'm like, hey, you can donate anonymously and still do some good if you happen to feel bad, but they shouldn't. So make sure you have that cadence of telling your community, hey, every dollar counts. It's okay. You can do this. It's fine. I'm going to say, hey, Ash, thank you for your donation because I appreciate it. And the campaign and the cause appreciates it so much. But we do have that anonymous feature, especially you just want to protect your name. Okay. All right. And then when they do click next in our donation, they can choose a reward, target, and a poll. All right. And then the summary is saying, okay, I chose this reward, this target, this poll. Allow the charity to contact you. Yeah, you can. If not, don't fill it in. And then you have different donation methods. Okay. Some causes may not have PayPal, some may not have Google. Okay. That's on the cause and what they have set up. Okay.
Right.
So just wanted to make that clear. So that's our donate viewer experience.
Yeah, so you were mentioning moderating donations before. So two good examples of why you, as the host of the fundraiser, the creator, the broadcaster, as I'm going to say now forever, will want to do is if somebody accidentally puts their name, they meant to donate anonymously, or they put maybe some personal information in the comments just because they just were not aware of how to use the system. You can use that moderate button to hide that comment and to hide and to change their name to anonymous. It's a good use. And other times, unfortunately, you may have people who maybe put some inappropriate things. Maybe they have an inappropriate screen name. Maybe they're just trying to be funny, but you want to, maybe you want to present your broadcast and your fundraiser as something that's a bit more family friendly. You can moderate that as well.
Yep.
And there are some people who have maybe not the best intentions, and they may be putting stuff in the comments that's totally not appropriate. Same thing. All those are examples of why you'd want to moderate those donations. Now that is something that you can do on your end. You can also, like, if you can catch it and see it and moderate it, but the donor would have to like notify you that that's something that they want to do. So make sure that you keep an eye on those messages on the message tab, or other forms of other ways people can contact you on social media if they need to make some changes to a donation that they've made.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you. Thank you. Super important. So make sure you do keep an eye on that. I think my voice is ready to go. I'm so sorry.
We've been at it for a couple hours, and you've been at it like
Yeah.
nonstop. So I wasn't about to
Yeah.
step in your way. You were leading the charge.
But yeah, so we went over our donate experience, okay, for our donors. This is just your normal campaign viewer, okay? We're just looking at our campaign. Now it's published. So, ooh, we're ready. All right. We see our rewards, targets, and our polls here. And again, you can see the milestones with the dots on the progress bar. You can also view all milestones at the right side and the schedule, as we reviewed earlier. And then the campaign description, it will show right under whatever media you have on your campaign. And then all about the cause that the cause has for people to read of what they do. Okay. So
Awesome.
that's it. We're done. Okay. And I just want to briefly go over my previous campaign. Okay. So this is how it looks when you're going, you're getting it done, you're going. Okay. So you see all the donations here with the icons. It shows, okay, they did a poll. So different icons represent different rewards. Okay. The star is a reward, poll is the little bars there. Oh,
The
I'm sorry.
target's a target.
Yep, target is a target. I don't think I use targets for this one.
Oh, but you say you love targets.
I do love targets. Listen, after the St. Jude fundraiser, I use targets
Sounds
100%.
good.
I
All
can
right.
prove it because I can show you.
But
But
no,
no,
it's helpful to see like things filled and active, so you have a sense
yes,
of what it looks like. Mhm.
yes. Here we go. All right, so this is another previous campaign I did. So it's an actual target icon there. So you're like, okay, they redeemed target and poll. Cool. All right. And then the star, we saw star already for reward. Okay. So yeah. And then again, you could just hit moderate on that donation. You hit it, boom, donation moderated. Okay. You can unmoderate it too. So this is what it looks like. And then you see your targets being completed, and and your targets having some progress there, your polls having some progress. Boom. And then I was a part of an event, so it shows the event total there. So yeah, really, really fun. Really, really fun time. I
Good
I love
stuff.
Tiltify. It's such an easy way of doing some good. And sign up today. And again, if you have questions after this boot camp, please join our Discord and shoot us something our way. And of course, if it's something that we need to send to support, we'll do that and direct you to the right people.
Right. Yeah,
So
usually if it's something that it's quick that to go over like we did today, it's something we can answer in one or two exchanges. We will. If it's sometimes it's more complicated, so we will
yeah.
enlist our support team. And people are like, "Ugh, don't send me to support. They'll never answer the emails." But guess
Oh
what?
yes, they do.
They'll answer them like usually within the same day, sometimes within the same hour of you putting in the ticket. Throughout the Monday or all week. Monday through Sunday, like we have somebody looking at our support tickets. So don't hesitate to utilize that, because you all fundraise all day long, on the weekends, late at night. We have staff that make sure that your questions are answered in a timely manner.
Yes. Thank you, Lou, for joining me today. I really appreciate you being the co-pilot.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And we will switch scenes here. You'll see our beautiful faces because we're so beautiful. I know. You don't have to tell us. We know. But yes, again, I'm Ashley. I'm Tiltify's community manager. And Lou, who are you?
I
Let the
don't know.
people know.
They let me. They keep signing the check. I'm director of community experience, so I get to help make sure that our community has all the tools they need, that they feel the love and support that you so amazingly give to them on a weekly and daily basis. And I don't know, I'm just a big knucklehead over here that likes to help people um, through digital fundraising. So it's my pleasure
Yes.
to be here today.
Yes. And Lou, could you give us another recap of the events going on right now through Tiltify this weekend and such?
Yeah, well, there's all sorts of amazing things going on. The big ones you may have mentioned at the top of this broadcast is Mr. Beast and Mark Rober and that whole crew of YouTube powerhouses are trying to save the oceans with Team Seas. You can definitely take a look at that. They're supporting Ocean Conservancy. They're trying to get 30 million pounds of garbage out of the ocean. And so
Wow.
they're dedicated to that. There's several different ways for you to participate. One of those ways is through Tiltify. If you didn't know, Tiltify also powers the fundraising stickers on TikTok. So you can also support Team Seeds through TikTok. And so over 100 causes now are on TikTok that utilize that technology. This weekend, you'll see folks fundraising for Children's Miracle Network Hospital's fundraising program known as Extra Life. Most of you just know it probably as Extra Life, but is now on Tiltify. So you can use Tiltify. You can use, all these amazing features that Ashley and I went over today, as well as a really cool feature I think that Mocha in chat will be excited about is crowd control, a way for people to donate and manipulate the outcome or your experience of particular games, brought to us by our friends over at Warp World. But also this weekend, you should see things from World Wildlife Federation. We'll see things are opening up for March of Dimes, all sorts of things going on. But really, you can find a cause that means the most to you by heading over to tiltify.com, searching for the name of the cause if you know it, maybe searching for what the cause supports. And if you're ever like, I'm looking for X cause, I can't find it, let us know. If it's not on our platform, reach out to those folks of the cause you want to support, let them know you want them to join. Turnaround time on that can be pretty quick. Just let us know and we can support you in those efforts.
Yes, thank you so much, Lou, for covering all those amazing events that are happening right now and coming up. 30, 30 that's a lot. 30 pounds, 30 million pounds of trash.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, but that will help us so much. And that's awesome that they're taking that initiative. Team C's.
Team
Let's
C
go.
is a lot of fun, right? And if you want to help a local children's hospital near you, Extra Life is great for that. With our local children's hospital here in Colorado is Children's Hospital Colorado. In California, there's Children's Hospital of Los
Yeah.
Angeles. There's
Mm-hmm.
UCSF Benioff in the Bay Area. It's oh my God, I'm blanking. In your neck of the woods, it's UC Davis. I think
UC
is
Davis, yeah.
UC Davis is your
There's a
children's
small one.
hospital.
Yeah.
Small one, but dedicated team of folks. And so really, again, it's just two examples, different things to support. If you care about it, you can use Tiltify to make a difference.
Yes, and we see all the work you're doing, and we thank you so much again for using our platform. And we can't wait to see what you all do in the future. We hope you learned something new today, or just had a blast being here. So thank you so much, and again, join our Discord for all the help you may need because I am here. All right. I am here. We thank you again so much for watching the stream. Make sure you are following our stream and keeping up with our schedule. Next week, we're talking with creator Swift Ike and Epilepsy Foundation of America on the 10th at 11 a.m. PST. And then that next week, we'll be chatting with JDRF. So we're super excited for all the chats this month, and we will have another community based stream coming up at the end of the month as well. So if you didn't check out one of our first community fun events we did last week, me and a creator Ashlina did horror SFX makeup. Very bloody, so content warning, okay? But very, 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 very talented Ashlina there going above and beyond with her horror look. And I was just there to learn and be cool, be a beginner. But yes, we'll have more streams like that in the future. You know, coming in with makeup, cosplay, all that fun stuff. So I hope you all enjoy. And thank you so much for being here. We're going to go send some love over to creator Melee Mira.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Love Melee.
Mira's playing Animal Crossing. So why not start off with Animal Crossing? Because we have a big update tomorrow
Oh, is it
for Animal
tomorrow?
Crossing. I believe it's tomorrow. Yep.
Oh,
So ready your islands. Get ready.
or
So
just
let's go
start
see what
again.
Mira. Yeah,
Start
right?
over.
I want to start over so bad. I need a redo.
I love it. Well, maybe we have community Animal Crossing streams. Maybe that's a thing.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, we can visit different
I love
islands.
it.
Ooh, get
Let's do
some
that.
inspiration because I need inspiration.
Thank
All
you,
right, we have
everyone.
our raid message there. We are so thankful again for you all tuning in. And again, we'll see you in the next one next week on Wednesday at 11 a.m. We're going to throw this raid to Melee Mira. All right.
11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Pacific.
Pacific. Everything's Pacific because of me.
Nobody cares about mountain time. That just
No,
doesn't
not at
happen.
all. All right, everyone, have a beautiful day and stay safe out there. Stay warm or cool because it's kind of a mess all across the country with weather. But most importantly, stay safe. We appreciate you.